When people hear the word grid, it often feels like a vague concept. But what is the grid, really? Simply put, the grid is the vast network of cables, substations and systems that deliver electricity from power stations to your home. In the UK, the national grid consists of the transmission system, which carries high voltage electricity across the UK, and the distribution network, which delivers electricity locally. In Scotland, both networks are owned and operated by Scottish Power Energy Networks and SSE, otherwise known as the Scottish and Southern Energy Networks. Their job is to keep the lights on, balancing the supply and demand across the country every second of the day. And as we move towards a cleaner energy, this grid is evolving. Smart systems like heat pumps, solar panels, home batteries, and smart meters aren't just using energy anymore. They're actively helping to manage it. By shifting when and how electricity is consumed, these technologies work with the grid, not against it, making the whole system more flexible, more efficient, and more resilient. You might have seen headlines claiming that heat pumps could overload this very grid, sparking fears of blackouts, higher bills, or systems that simply can't cope. But how much of it is actually true? Are heat pumps really a threat to the UK's energy infrastructure? Or is it just another case of confusion outpacing the facts? In this video, we're cutting through the noise. We'll break down how heat pumps really work, what their impact on the grid looks like and why, far from causing problems, they could be one of the smartest tools we have for building a cleaner, more flexible energy future. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is a heat pump? Think of it like a fridge in reverse. While your fridge pulls heat out to keep your food cold, a heat pump pulls warmth in from the outside air, even on cold days, and uses it to heat your home and hot water. It runs on electricity, not gas, and it's incredibly efficient. For every 1 unit of electricity it uses, a heat pump can generate 3 to 4 units of heat. That's a huge step up compared to a traditional boiler which burns fuel directly and loses a lot of energy in the process. First, the unit draws in air from outside. Inside the system, a refrigerant fluid absorbs heat from the air and turns it into a gas. That gas is then compressed, which raises its temperature significantly. Hot gas flows through a heat exchanger, releasing its heat into your home's central heating or hot water system. It's a closed loop system that runs efficiently and continuously throughout the year and is designed to be quiet enough for residential areas and meet all local planning standards. Most are no louder than a modern fridge. If you're curious about the different types of refrigerants used in heat pumps, like R32 versus R290, and how they affect performance and environmental impact, check out our YouTube video below in the description box. Now, here's where the grid comes back into the picture. Because heat pumps run on electricity, they draw power from the grid. But, and this is the key, they don't need to do it all at once. Many modern systems come with smart controls. These are thermostats or smartphone apps that allow your heat pump to automatically adjust when it runs based on your routine, electricity prices, or grid demand. So your system can be set up to run efficiently at off-peak times when energy demand is lower and greener electricity is more available. In fact, with a smart tariff or home battery, a heat pump can actually support the grid by helping spread demand more evenly throughout the day. So rather than being a burden, heat pumps are part of a more flexible, future-ready energy system. Now that we understand how heat pumps work and how they interact with the grid, let's tackle some of the headlines and common misconceptions. Heat pumps will overload the grid. This one sounds dramatic, but it doesn't hold up. Yes, electric heating means more demand on the grid, but it's a change that the national grid has been planning for years. And we have just said, heat pumps don't all switch on at the same time, and with the help of smart meters, flexible tariffs, and even home batteries, they can run when the demand is low. In fact, they could even help reduce demand peaks rather than spike them. Rural homes or old properties can't use heat pumps. This one's common but misleading. While some homes may need efficiency upgrades like better insulation, thousands of older Scottish homes, including historic cottages and stone farmhouses, already run on heat pumps today. The key is choosing the right system and having it installed by a team that understands how to size and set it up correctly. That's where we come in. We've helped homeowners across Scotland upgrade traditional properties with heat pumps tailored to their unique layouts, materials, and heating needs. Our team understands the challenges and characters of older buildings, and we know how to deliver modern energy solutions that respect the integrity of your home while drastically improving its efficiency. Heat pumps will cause blackouts. Nope, The UK's electricity grid is far more advanced than people realise. It's a dynamic, constantly evolving system designed to respond to changes in demand and supply. With new grid-scale battery storage, renewable power sources and smart home tech all working together, blackouts are not on the cards just because of heat pumps. The future of home heating isn't just about installing a heat pump, it's about using it smartly. With smart tariffs like Octopus Flux, you can take advantage of a cheaper tariff electricity rates during off-peak hours by charging your battery at around 15 pence per kilowatt hour and exporting that energy back to the grid at around 27 pence per kilowatt hour. That means that your heat pump can automatically warm your home or hot water tank when energy is most affordable. Then there's preheating. Your heat pump can heat your home slightly earlier in the day when demand is low, so it doesn't have to work as hard during peak hours. It's a small adjustment that makes a big difference to grid balance and energy bills. But the real game changer is combining your heat pump with solar panels and a home battery. During the day, your solar panels generate free electricity. That power can run your heat pump, charge your battery, or be exported back to the grid in exchange for credits. Then at night, your battery takes over, keeping your home warm and your bills low. This synergy between smart technology, renewable energy, and the grid is where real savings happen. And more importantly, is how we build a future-proof home that works with, not against, the energy system we all rely on. Let's talk numbers, because when it comes to home upgrades, cost matters. If you're thinking, I'll just wait until heat pumps get cheaper, the cost of inaction could actually outweigh the cost of installing a heat pump today. For starters, gas prices have become unpredictable and continue to rise. That means for every year you delay switching, you risk paying more for fossil fuel heating without improving your home's efficiency or carbon footprint. Then there's future policy. As the UK and Scotland move toward net zero targets, we can expect tougher regulations on gas boilers, new build heating standards, and potentially mandatory retrofits. Waiting may mean rushed upgrades under tighter timelines with fewer installer slots and reduced access to current grants or incentives. And don't forget the knock-on effect. Properties with outdated heating systems may fall behind in value, while homes with renewable upgrades like heat pumps, solar panels or batteries are already seeing a boost in EPC ratings and long-term market appeal. At the Natural Energy Company, we help you plan ahead. With a free home energy consultation, we'll show you how to future-proof your home heating, reduce your running costs, and avoid paying twice, once for your current system and again for the switch you'll eventually have to make. Heat pumps aren't a threat to the grid, they're part of the solution. Smart systems, smart usage, and the right support can make your home warmer, greener, and more affordable. If you're still unsure what all this means for your home, speak to our team today. We're here to help you cut through the confusion and build a future-ready home that works with the grid, not against it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.